Shalom, shalom, shalom. Okay, once again, all praises to Yahweh by Shema Mashiach H.O.I. Shabbat Shalom, Israel. Alright, out here, H.O.I. to the chariots fly. About to bring out the word. Another quick camp session. Alright, 1 man, 2 man, 3 man, whatever you want to call it. But another quick late night camp session. Or 3 men. Come here, Shabbat. You can't make this up. Come here, Shabbat. Right? So we're gonna bring it out, man. There's a lot going on this post so-called Christmas rebuke of 2023 going into so-called 2024. All right, and we're gonna show you according to the scriptures, man. The Most High, He's gonna bring nothing but judgment upon this society, man. All right, nothing but judgment is gonna come upon this society. Thus saith the Lord. Thus saith the Holy Bible. And you Black, Latino, Native American, and Seminole Indian, you got to get yourselves together, man. Give me 1 Peter chapter 4 and 11. Right? You see what happened down in Florida, man. I think it was Largo, Florida, or near Tampa somewhere. Right? And the 14-year-old killed his sister over an argument about Christmas presents, man. So we tell you to leave these folly days alone, man. You get in an argument, not even over the actual present itself. Like, yo, that's my video game or that's my cell phone. You get in an argument over the presents and kill each other, man. This is a savage society that we live in, man. Read what you got, King. 1 Peter 4 and 11.
This is 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 11. If any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of God.
It's like 4:17, my bad. All right, 1 Peter 4:17, read.
1 Peter chapter 4, verse 17.
Go ahead.
For the time is come.
The Lord said the time is come. Go ahead.
That judgment must begin at the house of God.
It said time has come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh. Right, come on.
And if it first begin at us.
If it first begin at us, go ahead.
What shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of God?
The Lord said, what's going to be the end of those that obey not the gospel of Christ? If the Lord said He going to deal with those that's supposed to know better first. It's going to start with those that know the commandments and know better. What's going to be the end of those that obey not the gospel? What's going to happen? You're going to get shot and killed by your 14-year-old brother over damn Christmas presents, man. Right. That's the time we live in. The Lord said, listen, I'm taking your holiday season out with judgment, man. So the Lord said, what? Read it again from the top. 1 Peter 4:17.
1 Peter chapter 4, verse 17. For the time is come.
The time is come and the time is nigh. Right? Go ahead.
That judgment
go ahead.
must begin at the house of God.
The judgment must begin at the house of the Most High Power Yahweh. Right? Go ahead.
And if it first begin at us.
If the judgment first begin with those that's supposed to know better, the house of God, meaning those that know the commandments, those that's supposed to know better, Israel. Right? Go ahead.
What shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of God?
The Lord said, what's going to happen to those that don't even obey the gospel? Give me Luke 19:14. Salakia. Still a little under the weather from this, New York warm tonight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right, but read that, brother.
This is Luke chapter 19, verse 14.
Good.
But his citizens hated him.
What did the Lord say?
But his citizens hated him.
It said his citizens hated him. Meaning a lot of Yahushua, a lot of the Most High's own people hate him. They hate his word. They hate the commandments. They hate us for teaching. Right, go ahead.
And sent a message after him, saying, we will not have this man to reign over us.
So you don't want the spirit. Yahushua's not here right now. But his spirit is here by way of his teachers and servants and prophets. Whatever you want to label the men of the Lord. The Lord said what? His citizens hated him and would not have this man to reign over them. So now you don't want the spirit of Christ to reign over you. Right. Because Yahushua's not here on the earth, but his spirit is here through the teachers and the disciples and the prophets and the men of the Lord. So you don't want Christ's spirit to rule over you. Read on.
Verse 15. And it came to pass that when he was returned, having received the kingdom.
Jump down to the 27th verse. Read that.
Luke 19, verse 22.
27.
27. But those my enemies,
So Yahweh said, those mine enemies, good,
which would not that I should reign over them,
this would not that I should reign over them. Now what does that go into also? During this so-called Christmas pagan holiday season, what is it today, the 29th? Right, going into the so-called New Year, right? You lie and say this is the birthday of Christ.
Right.
So that's another form of not wanting Christ to reign over you. You want to follow another date, which the scriptures never say to celebrate the birthday of Yahweh. It just said he was born around the Passover.
Right.
So when we celebrate the Passover, we do celebrate his birth as well as his death for the nation of Israel. But you don't want Yahweh to reign over you. You know why? Because you follow traditions of men. Right? It tell you that in Mark 7, you follow the traditions of men. You don't want to follow Hamashiach Yahweh. That's how you don't want him to reign over you. Right? Come on.
bring them hither,
Bring hither, God.
and slay them before
The
me.
Lord said, bring them hither and slay them before me. Thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Holy Bible. She think I'm Micah Allah, because
Right.
Micah Allah was out here earlier. And he probably had on a red hoodie with his menorah chain.
Yeah.
So we both light skinned, so she think, well, he a little darker than me, but
Right.
all niggas look the same to them. All niggas look, she think I'm Micah Allah. We got two ships out here, goddammit.
Right.
Right, read on.
Verse 28.
Good.
And when he had
Drop that. Give me Nahum 1 and 2. Nahum chapter 1, verse 2. So that's why you see judgment, man. You see you Edomites jumping off of damn buildings downtown. That CEO from Douglas Elliman. And Douglas Elliman, that's a top real estate company. A lot of you top executives, when he come, you still diving out of these damn tower buildings in Midtown Manhattan.
The CEO of Bed Bath & Beyond.
Yeah, the CEO of Bed Bath & Beyond.
He jumped off
earlier
a
this
building.
year.
Yeah.
And other random Edomites, man. A lot of times when I come back to New York, or even sometimes when I'm on the West Coast, I still would grab a New York Post or a Daily News, and you'll read about these random Edomites jumping off these buildings, man.
Right.
Every couple of weeks or so.
Geronimo!
last year, I worked on 45th Street. They had an Edomite jump off the Hyatt Hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had one of them over here where one of these the Edomite jumped off, and he didn't land all the way on the ground. He hit like one of these ledges or
The
something.
landing, yeah.
The man's body hit on the damn ledge. And then Balstar did hit the ground.
Yeah.
And you know when he hit that, he probably broke all up
Yeah.
and then hit the ground and broke all up some more.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, we read about it. Be diving off these buildings, man. Right, and that's one thing I can say. The elders used to always talk about that back in One West. Back in the late 80s, early 90s, they said, the day gonna come when you just gonna be seeing these Edomites leap off these buildings.
Right.
I remember the elders talking about that, man, when I was first really, aggressively listening to the truth right before I came into the school. They used to prophesy that. Yeah, you're gonna see these crackers, they're gonna be leaping off all these buildings. Watch, you gonna see? Yeah, man, see that? So the Most High used the spirit of our elders to prophesy this stuff. And you know what? A lot of times, Esau, man, his kingdom is falling. It's the holiday season. He all depressed and things. His kingdom not going right. His life not going right. His gay lover left him.
Right.
He just all discombobulated. Oh! Right, a nigga's doing better than him. So he's leaping up a damn building. It's the end of your reign, Esau. Read on.
This is the book of Nahum, chapter 1, verse 2.
Good.
God is
See, the
jealous.
Lord is jealous, man. But how you gonna make this abomination of this so-called holiday season and talk about this is the birth of his son? All right, let's put the Christ back in Christmas when there was never no Christ in Christmas.
Right.
Let's celebrate the wrong New Year, January 1st, during the Janus season, man.
Right.
The ancient demonic, they show you that in, what's that movie, the Chronicles of Riddick.
Right.
Remember they had the thing called the necromongers.
Right.
And the necromongers it was like a two-face, it was like two faces on the side. Yeah, that's Janus, man. They show you that in that movie's Chronicles of Riddick, man.
Right.
The two a god is looking in two directions, representing duality, which represents Satan.
Right.
Right, yin and yang, all that type of energy, which is demonic, illuministic energy.
Right.
And going back to that ancient Greek and Greco-Roman god and goddesses worship. That's all you worshiping during this time of the year when you worship the fake Janus, January 1st, New Year.
Right.
Right, that necromonger, two-faced Janus spirit. Read,
Right.
King. that duality, like Grand Army Plaza, when they got the image of Satan. He's got a man body, but he got titties.
Right.
Right, representing a duality. That's that trans spirit.
Right.
It's that trans spirit. I'm a man but a woman at the same time.
Right.
But I was looking at an episode of Fatal Attraction, and Jake fell in love with his tranny friend, and they moved in together. Regular looking Jake plays sports, look like he can get any woman.
Right.
This nigga want a tranny. And the Most High said somebody break into their home and body him and the tranny.
Wow.
Body the tranny for trying to be a woman, and body you homo nigga, for being with him.
Right.
Yeah, man, judgment. Right, I watch TV for judgment.
Oh.
I watch TV to pick up the subliminal messages and the judgments of the Most High.
Right.
What you got, King?
The book of Nahum, chapter 1, verse 2.
Good.
God is
So
jealous,
the Most High is jealous. Come on.
and the Lord revenges.
Because there's a heavy spirit of idolatry going on right now. That's why the Lord put the spirit. A lot of you might look at that as a tragedy, but the Lord put the spirit on a 14-year-old brother, the murdered sister, because the Lord is like, y'all all wrong arguing over some damn Christmas presents.
Right.
Making this a idolatrous time of the year. You idolize the Christmas gifts.
God.
So the Lord sent a death angel and a spirit of death and make you kill each other over an argument over Christmas presents.
Right.
Read, King.
The Lord revengeth and is furious.
What the Lord say?
The Lord revengeth.
The Lord revengeth, go ahead,
and is furious.
and is furious. Like we said, you might look at that as a terrible thing, but the Lord said, nope, judgment. Hell, the Lord flooded out New York City the other day.
Right.
With all the rain, man. Right, why? Because the Lord jacking up your holiday season also. Right, come on.
The Lord will take vengeance on his adversaries.
The Lord said he would take vengeance on his adversaries, God.
And he reserveth wrath for his enemies.
So the Lord said, listen, I'm going to wait till your top high season of the year, and I'm going to bring vengeance and wrath upon you.
Come.
Read on.
The Lord is slow to anger.
He's slow to anger, God.
And great in power.
And he's great in power, God.
And will not at all acquit the wicked.
And the Lord said he will not at all acquit the wicked. Let's see what happened. What happened the other day in your Grand Central Terminal?
Madman.
All right, Jake lost his mind and said he wanted to kill white people. Or did he find his mind? Which one, Ham? Did he lose his mind or find it?
I think he
right?
found it.
I think he found it. Right? The man said, I want to kill white people, and just start stabbing up.
Right.
They stabbed two young girls. Give me Sirach. Give me Sirach 39:28. He stabbed up two young girls, right? That was from Paraguay. Now, I don't know if they was Israel or Spaniards. A lot of them countries like that got a lot of Spaniards, man. They could be Northern Kingdom, you know what I'm saying, Asher or Naphtali or whatever the case may be, but a lot of them could be Spaniards too, right? And the man said, I want to kill white people. And the crazy thing about it, in the article, it said, Jake came in a restaurant and said, listen, I want to sit down, right? They's like, well, you ain't getting nothing to eat. You ain't getting nothing to eat, so you can't sit down. So he was like, well, why don't you, he pointed to them and was like, well, why do white people can sit down? They ain't got nothing to eat. And the man just spazzed out. But see, these are, let's let the scripture speak. Sirach 39:28, Salaki.
This is Sirach chapter 39, verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance.
See that? Spirits, this is a spirit that's created for vengeance.
Right.
Now the brother, now what happened is, the brother, they claim he's got mental issues.
Right.
He got mental issues, but guess what? Holak, give me Deuteronomy 28 and 28. Let's see what the Lord said. A lot of our people, yes, we do suffer with mental issues, but he had enough sense to go after the damn enemy.
Right.
See, that lets you know is the Lord using them as a spirit of vengeance. So a lot of these Jakes out here, and a lot of them got mental problems because this system done messed them up.
Right.
So now they just out here roaming around, but when that time of judgment comes, the Lord gonna go like that. The Lord
Right.
gonna snap his finger, and that spirit gonna come with them. At least they gonna have enough sense to say, kill whitey. Right? That's all the Most High. The more gonna put enough sense in them to know who the enemy is and kill them. Right? Read what you got, King.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 28. The Lord shall smite thee with madness.
You know what they got these terms? Bipolar,
Right.
schizophrenia. What's some of the other ones? Manic, depressive, PTSD.
Right.
All these different terms. You know, he's still got a medical term. You know, hell, like we say in the hood, the nigga just crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That nigga ain't rap too tight.
Nigga ain't rap too tight. All these terms. But what did the Lord say? Deuteronomy 28:28.
The Lord shall smite thee with
Now,
madness.
part of the curses is illnesses. We have physical illnesses and we have mental illnesses. That's part of the curses on us in this society. Right, come on.
And blindness.
And what?
And astonishment of
The
heart.
Lord said blindness and astonishment of heart. The kings and the princes of the earth at one time are now running around like madmen. Right, come on.
Thou shalt grope at noonday,
The Lord said we shall grope at noonday, God.
as the blind gropeth in darkness.
We will be searching. We about that. And a lot of them jakes are out here. They just out here roaming around. They're mentally searching. They're spiritually searching. They damn digging in the garbage can, searching for food. They're just groping, man. Just out here lost, mentally messed up. Right, God.
And thou shalt not
Repent from
prosper
being a
in thy
sodomite.
ways.
What the Lord
Came
say?
back. Hey,
Yo,
hey.
yo, yo, yo,
Get out of here.
Fuck out of here, man.
Spirit.
Right? You got that sodomite energy.
Yeah,
on you, so you
yeah.
Fucked out. You can't make this
Can't
up.
make this up.
Weirdos, man.
Yeah, they just come
weirdos.
up.
You
They
can't
just
make
run
this
up.
man. You
God.
cannot make this up. Weirdos, man.
Yeah.
As we're reading it, right, God? About to get tripped, slipped, and bust his lip. Right, God?
And thou shalt not prosper in thy ways.
We will not prosper in our ways, God.
And thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled, and evermore.
The Lord said we would only be oppressed and spoiled evermore, God.
And no man shall save thee.
And no man will save us out of this condition. A lot of times these jakes out here, you look at them and there's nothing you can do for them.
Right.
Man, see, I don't want to stomp the shit out of him and go to jail tonight.
Yeah.
Man, because he tempting the spirit.
Right.
Homo ass nigga, man.
Right.
I stomp the shit out of his ass and go to jail.
Right.
Right, good.
And thou shalt betroth a wife.
That's it on that. Read it again from the top. You can't make this up as we're reading about it.
Yeah,
And the headline literally says madman.
Madman.
Right, read. Deuteronomy 28:28. Read.
28, verse 28.
Good.
The Lord shall smite thee with madness.
With what?
With madness.
With madness, good.
And blindness.
And blindness, good.
And astonishment of heart.
And what?
And astonishment of heart.
And astonishment of heart, man. You can't make this up, man.
God.
The Lord will smite thee with madness. You better take his ass on, man.
God.
Just being a demon, man. But Jake is bugged out.
Right.
Case in point. Bugged out. Now we do something like, yo, don't violate like that. Now we the bad guy.
Right.
Now we carnal. You supposed to be men of God. You not spiritual. Da 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 da. Come on, man. Right, go ahead.
And thou shalt grope at noonday, and blind
As the blind. Read it again from the top, so I can take it from the top again.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 28.
Good.
The Lord shall smite thee with madness.
Madness. Come on.
And
Right.
blindness.
And blindness. Good.
And astonishment of heart.
Yeah, smite us with madness. Can you read right here? Can you see that? I know it's kind of small, but read that. That's the New York Post from yesterday. I saved it.
Right.
All right, read that.
Steve Hutchinson, 36, right at his arraignment Tuesday night, who has been arrested twice for threatening people with a knife, yet still free on the streets, allegedly stabbed a 14 and a 16-year-old visiting from South America.
See that? That's Ezekiel, slay utterly old and young.
Right.
That's Ezekiel, man, right? Go ahead.
Stabbing a 14 and a 16-year-old visiting from South America while yelling racial slurs.
By doing what?
By yelling racial slurs.
See that spirit, give me Sirach 39:28 now. See, that spirit came in him enough. That damn black motherfucker killed some white people. Right? You know what I'm saying? Whether they were Northern King, they probably were Spaniards.
Right.
Probably most likely
Because if
Spaniards.
they come from the South America to travel for Christmas,
Right.
they're the ones that got money, and then they're the ones that
right. They're most likely
Spaniards.
some damn Spaniards, man. You know what I'm saying?
in South America, the Israel can't even afford to leave their country.
Right, you know what I'm saying? They can't afford
On vacation like that.
They can't afford some damn groceries for the week.
God,
Not to
God.
mock them, but a lot of them, A lot of them, I used to work with some of them, man. They was
Right.
like, it's so poor in our country.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So read, King.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 39, verse 28.
Right, so the man trying to stab people by yelling racial slurs.
Right.
So a lot of these jakes out here, when it's on and popping, the Lord gonna snap them out.
Right.
He gonna snap them out of that mental illness, and they're gonna be death angels out here, man.
Right.
They're gonna have enough wherewithal to know, kill these crackers.
Right.
The Lord gonna give them at least enough that much sense. Read.
There be spirits that are created for vengeance,
Good.
which in their fury lay on sore strokes.
Good.
In the time of destruction, they power out their force
They pour out their force. Good.
and appease the wrath of him that made me.
Meaning what? They do the will of the Most High. In the time that the Lord send forth these death angels and these angels of judgment, they pour out their force, man. And that's exactly what this do. Read, if you can, just the first paragraph, like up to maybe here. Read that.
By Max River, Joe Marino and Tina Moore, and George Fitz Gibson. A troubled, arrogant, randomly stabbed 2 teenage girls.
So you know they got all kinds of derogatory names for Jake.
Right.
A troubled vagrant.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All kinds of bywords and proverbs, right? If it was Esau, it would have been a mentally challenged man.
Right.
But Jake is a vagrant, right?
Right.
Go ahead.
Enjoying a Christmas morning meal with their parents at the Grand Central Terminal.
And like you said, they got the money to travel for Christmas.
Right.
That probably Spaniards,
Yeah,
man.
come.
Read, King.
After ranting that he wanted all white people dead.
He wanted what?
That he wanted all white people dead.
Can't make this up.
Right.
Right. The man is
Jake
bugged
had
out.
enough, man.
He's bugged out, but he's not that bugged out.
Right.
I remember when the brother got choked out on the subway
Right.
by Daniel Penny.
Right.
The brother got choked out, and we went down and we did a pull-up down by the train station where it happened at.
Right.
And we was rebuking the Edomites, and this homeless Jake, homeless or whatever looked like, but the man was brawling.
Right.
He looked homeless and bugged, but he was brawling.
Right.
And we teach it, and an Edomite says something, and he's like, "Get the fuck out of here, you fucking devil! What fucking rip your head off?" Yo, he said, "You fucking partners, get the fuck away!" The man came out of no man, they damn near scared us.
Right.
Because he was a big Jake.
Yeah, yeah.
And the man just cursed the hell out of the Edomite. And the Edomite just like asked a question or said something.
Right.
Like, what are you guys protesting or something like that? And the man just spazzed. I said,
Right.
see, there's spirits out here, man.
Right.
And when that time comes, the Most High gonna turn it on.